Hey guys, we are Group 2, and we are doing our final project video essay on the video game Cuphead. I'm Rishi.
Charles.
I'm Vince.
And I'm Sean.
And let's get started.
The game we've chosen is Cuphead, and Cuphead is a modern 2D side-scrolling action-adventure fantasy platformer developed and published by studio MDHR in 2017. Cuphead initially came out on Windows and Xbox One in 2017, and then a year after that on Mac OS, and then in 2019 on the Nintendo Switch, and eventually on the PlayStation 4 in 2020. The gameplay of Cuphead is split between 4 sections. There's the overworld, where the player walks around and chooses the levels and talks to various NPCs. There's also shops involved. There's the platform run and gun levels, where the player attempts to reach a flag at the end, along with the standard arena boss fight. And sort of an offshoot of the arena boss fight, there's just a boss fight where the player is in a plane.
The player engages in a very fast-paced run through a 2D side-scrolling level, gunning down enemies with his rapid-fire pea shooter and other weapons in his arsenal, while making sure not to get hurt themselves. The fast-paced mechanics and various movements options allow for insane agility, maneuverability, and speed to get through each level. The mechanics of the player being able to dash also allows the player to escape sticky situations. The player's maneuverability even allows the player to complete every single run and gun level without hurting an enemy, which is a pacifist run, and without getting hurt themselves at the same time. As shown in the pacifist run and gun of the first level here, Forest Foliage, the player's ability to make use of complex player and enemy mechanics gives a heightened feeling of satisfaction upon completing each level.
The player experience is typical of a bullet hell. Adrenaline-packed, incredibly fast-paced gameplay that is sometimes frustratingly unforgiving for newbies. However, the bouncy, incredibly vibrant 2D drawing animations, which were created by talented artists who painstakingly drew every single frame on a piece of paper, keep the player fully engaged with the in-game world. The game presents many challenges for the player, such as limiting the weaponry you can use and not hurting any enemies. Speedrunning is highly encouraged by design.
By playing the game without killing anything, dubbed by the fans as the Pacifist Challenge, one takes the main action gun out of the run and gun levels. Both the gameplay and the player experience are changed drastically. Players are able to shoot and kill enemies that pop across the screen at a near constant rate. But in the pacifist run, the player loses that agency to attack the enemies which are attacking them, heightening the adrenaline. The only thing you can do in a pacifist run is run. A lot of players have actually flocked to the pacifist run due to its drastically increased difficulty. The player's only option to get to the end of the level is to dodge and dash through every enemy and avoid getting hit as much as possible. In a game and community that thrives on difficulty and challenges, an ultimate challenge like this is well received. Interestingly, this challenge is also a healthy insertion of queer gameplay into speedrunning, since sometimes not only is it morally right to not kill enemies, it's also faster. It challenges the dominant standards of how a game would be played by taking out the player's option to get rid of annoying enemies. With no offensive capabilities, the player is not playing in any normal, valuable, or right way, because the pacifist run subverts the intended ways of completing the run and gun levels. However, it decreases the reaction time that a player has in order to dodge obstacles, and this makes for an incredibly fun, frustrating, and adrenaline-packed speedrunning experience. In conclusion, this game is an amazing experience for speedrunners while also allowing for significant queer gameplay, mingling fast-paced action with options to engage in various challenges that allow the game's intentions to be subverted.